If you've been following the Warhammer 40K TV show being developed at Amazon, things have been promising. Well, things got even more promising. Henry Cavill will have a far larger role than we initially thought. He's going to be a producer for a spin-off. This spin-off is going to be animated, so let's discuss why this is such a good thing, not just for the TV series, but a great thing for Cavill's career. Consider subscribing if you enjoy the latest discussions in pop culture. So first up, we have to discuss why this is such a good thing for the series overall. If you haven't been following the news regarding the series so far, this is notable because Cavill is a notable fan of the Warhammer 40K franchise, namely the tabletop series. Fans of Cavill's work will know he was also a massive fan of the Witcher franchise. Admittedly, that didn't work out. However, that was thanks to the showrunners at Netflix fundamentally not understanding Sapkowski's work, a move that has annoyed fans greatly. Had they listened to Cavill's advice, the show would have been better received. This move by Amazon shows they actually give a damn about what fans think, which is surprising when you consider how much they've largely ignored fan feedback in regards to the Rings of Power. But I think this is a really good sign. It shows Amazon are starting to respect the IPs they're stewards of, at least to some degree. Also, let's face it, they did a decent enough job with Fallout. So their output is technically a mixed bag. Given Cavill likes the Warhammer 40k universe so much, I think that means we're going to get some interesting deep cuts in terms of lore. And maybe some beloved storylines will pop up. I will admit, I'm not the most well-versed in terms of the Warhammer 40k universe. My only interactions with the property are playing it at Games Workshop when I had one local to me, along with its fantasy counterpart, and watching one of my friends stream one of the games on Twitch. But I've always thought the universe was really cool, and I have wanted to experience it for myself. I just haven't found a gateway into it yet. Now let's discuss why this could be a great move for Henry Cavill's career. So Cavill's career has been filled with some very high highs and some very extreme lows too, which admittedly is typical for any actor, but whenever a project goes off the rails with negative publicity, it's hard to blame him. With Superman, he was always advocating for a more comic-accurate depiction of the character. 2025 Superman proved he was right to make that call, as David Corenswet's version of the character may just become the most definitive version of the character yet. I think in the coming years, fans of the character will debate if Christopher Reeve or Corenswet has the better depiction, but that's way off topic. If the TV show ends up being good, and if Cavill's animated project is well regarded, we very well could see Cavill's career reach new heights. We could also see him transition into a more production or directorial-focused role, which wouldn't be all that weird in the grand scheme of things. Plenty of actors have transitioned successfully to behind-the-scenes work, such as Ron Howard, Jonathan Frakes, and many others. Also, if you look at it, a transition at this point in Cavill's career would make a lot of sense, as Cavill just turned 43. While plenty of actors keep acting well into their twilight years, and some of them keep up the high-octane action flicks, it's much more common for actors to pivot into lower-intensity roles and behind-the-scenes jobs as they age, given how rough stunt work can be on the body. But are you looking forward to either the Warhammer 40k live-action series or this associated animated spin-off? Let me know in the comments and maybe consider checking out one of my previous videos or one of Matt's next. For Blended Universe, this has been Colin.